Yo, hey, can I just ask you guys something like an honest question?
Yeah,
Like, I'm genuinely curious. Like, what is it about animals that is like attractive to y'all?
it's not the animals, bro.
What is it?
I
It's
don't know,
it's
bro.
just
I just
about the
think.
community, supportive community.
I mean, I wouldn't even say
It's
it's
just
that. I
they're
mean,
cool. Okay, they look cool.
to say animals like makes it sound weird, right?
Well, why do you guys dress up as animals?
I mean,
Not all do.
But like,
Some people
what
desire
what?
part of the community to just be part of a community. It's a nice wholesome community, and some people. Here's how I like to consider it. It's a cosplay of sort. So like people dress up as like anime characters for comic cons or something like that. It's the same thing, but it's just a different genre. And it's a lot of
Yeah, it's
creativity.
one
People
way to
make their
put it.
own
I think the
characters
answer
to
he's looking
cosplay
for
as.
though. I think the answer he's looking for though is more like personas, like how people can identify with those.
Like the
Am I
like
wrong?
Well, those are
no, like here's the thing. I've never like actually like talked to a furry, so I'm just like genuinely
Look,
trying to
here's what I'm
figure out
gonna
like
tell you
what
right
it
now.
is
Then,
that
okay?
it is. Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna tell you right now. If you've never talked to a furry, don't go over there.
Yeah,
Do
there
not.
there there
Desocialize.
there's some
It's
debauchery going
that
on over
At the
that
there.
is
same
a
time, I'd
cancer
say that's a good
ground.
idea. I say it's a
There's
good idea, so he
just
gets a really good feel.
just a cesspool of disgusting happening over there. You don't want to go over there.
Yeah, it's
I
So,
can,
a
hey,
lot of
if you
sexual.
want,
I
hey,
am a anyway. This is not a compliment towards me at all. This is just like a fact. I'm very like I don't know, chilled out about it. I feel like way too many people are like super eccentric about it. I don't know. It's just something that I vibe with, you know.
Mm,
By the way, have you
So
okay.
thought
I
like
mean,
this
I
whole
don't know. I know it's kind of fucking weird. So like, I'm not above
what? Oh
answering
no, find
questions.
mine. 'Cause I can't really
Yeah.
find yours from
Do
like
you
if you
understand
hundreds
why
of
people
exactly how it
like
is
think it's
though.
weird?
Yeah, because like it's a little
Here,
alienating.
just add M,
But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's
and
like
then
it's a little
number is six
alienating.
six four
A
three.
little. It's very alienating.
Yeah. Like
oh dear,
Especially
uh
when
look
like
at
most
that,
of them are
yeah,
just
dang it,
fucking
very
weirdos,
nice.
bro. And I don't
uh,
mean like what
Yeah,
you
okay.
thank
think
you.
when you think
Hold on,
furry
hold on.
weirdo.
Can you
Like it goes
try
deeper
again?
than that.
Try again.
They're fucking weird.
Don't don't
Like
wait.
how
I
so?
mean, do you want me
37
to go to
likes.
PhotoNet? Do you want me to go
I
PhotoNet
don't
it
know.
on
They're
you?
just so
So you can
cringy and
understand
like
it's every
so
single one.
stuck in this internet personality.
Golf, Romeo,
I see.
Echo,
Whoa. What
Echo,
the?
November,
Now a lot of the
space,
like the big name ones aren't like that.
Mike, Hotel, Mike,
But
November,
like the average furry
six,
community member,
November,
when I say
3.
average, I mean like the fucking 15-year-old on Twitter that's getting groomed
Bad
by three
access to
people.
that game.
Uh,
No.
But I will try. I will
uh,
try.
yeah.
Hold up.
Anyway,
Hey, is grooming a problem in the furry community?
it's a problem in the anime community more than the furry community, I'd say. But it
Ding.
And
happens.
really?
Yes,
Damn.
100%.
Why?
What's the number?
I mean,
I will type
I don't know. I just feel like I see it way more often when it comes to like
666
weebs, because of I guess
43.
because of like lolicon and shotacon.
Mm.
When the first question you ask is like, "What about it?"
Yeah.
No,
I mean, for
green
me, I don't
space
really fucking I don't know. I just
M.
vibe with it, you know.
space
Mm.
MH.
Can you walk me through like when you first ventured into the furry community?
And capitalized G and
Okay.
capitalized
So this
first
is a
M.
stereotypical story. At least half will tell you that it was torn.
Here, you know what?
Okay. And that's
That's
what it was for you?
I yes. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
Uh, I'm sure for other people it's different reasons, but I mean that was my gateway, I guess.
I see. Okay. So like did you search for it or was it like recommended or what?
I was trying to look up. I guess to give you the actual full story, I remember this like it was yesterday. Uh, I was playing Super Mario RPG, or not Super Mario RPG. The one on the Game Boy, the RPG on the Game Boy.
Uh-huh.
You ever play Mario? You a Mario
Yeah,
guy?
yeah.
Uh, and I was trying to look up information about Bowser from the game, and got
Really?
taken to like the one of the like links that were like down the line on Google, because I was doing a lot of searching just because I was excited about it. Was like the most like the furry porn site, the one that everybody knows exists and goes to, and it was just a wall. Yes, it was E6. It was just a wall of Bowser porn, bro. No,
Consider that
I
hentai.
wasn't into it right away. It wasn't like a spiritual awakening for me. It just kind of,
Yeah.
it piqued my curiosity.
Well, so I so just be honest with me. So like when you first, by the way, if you don't want to talk about this around everyone else, we could go to a private world if you want.
I don't care.
Okay. What intrigued you to like keep coming back to it?
I don't know, man. At first, it was just like, in a way, like a morbid curiosity, because at first, I was like younger. I wasn't like a kid, but I was younger, right? I was like 15 or 16.
Yeah.
And at first, it was just like, wow, this exists. Like, I'd heard about it, right? But like, I'd never seen it with my eyes. And
All
I
right.
guess after a while, it's just like, that's pretty good.
All right. So I assume that you still watch porn now, right?
Well, yeah.
All right. So like give me a percentage breakdown like like what percentage of porn do you watch is like furry porn and like what percentage
That
every
is
other
furry
type?
porn? Okay, that's a good question, actually. I don't feel like most people would ask that. That's actually a really compelling question. It depends, really, on the period of time. Like, currently, I'd say we're at like a 50-50,
Okay.
but more often than not, it's more like 75-25.
And which one's the 75?
For the furries.
Okay. All right. Could you ever see this like interfering with a real life relationship?
Uh, I think I've sort of like, at least at this current point in my life, if I'm looking for relationships, I'm pretty much only looking for furries.
Oh, so it's like okay, so they have to be a furry for you.
Well, and I think a lot of the time that is the case, just because when you like, and I'm not going to sugarcoat this, and I think you figured this out by now. The furry community, whether we like to talk about it or not, is a very sexual space, which is
Yeah,
why I get very uncomfortable when I see minors in the furry community because of that.
I
Uh,
see.
it varies from person to person, but like it is a very sexual in a good way. And when I say in a good way, I don't mean it like in a creepy way. It's like everyone's
I mean,
enjoying it, so like
the
who
app.
cares,
Hey,
right?
have you heard of the app called Howler?
Yeah, I used it for like 20
Yeah.
minutes. I didn't find anybody. It's a
I
furry
find people
dating app.
around me every time.
Oh, yo, they have that?
Just a
Okay.
dating app.
Yeah, it's a dating
like
app, sort of.
it's like Tinder.
It's sort of just
You
Well,
can
it's
also
Tin
meet up.
what do you mean is like Tin bro, Tinder's a dating app.
it's sort of it shows you
But
people
Tinder
who you
also has
can
like
make a
the
profile
family
on
members.
it, and it will show you people who are nearby.
But you can also do.
Okay.
I think snuggles is one of the things you can choose options.
Yeah,
Just
you
like
can choose to look for just people to talk to, hookups, snuggles.
What, Snuggles
Snuggles
Just
like
is
like
cuddling
actual.
together in costume?
yeah, not
No,
even
not even
necessarily in
that.
costume.
Just cuddles in general. Just people who are lonely and just want someone to hold.
We were talking about dating and how I probably wouldn't look for someone who's not a furry.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that's right.
because, like I said, the
Yeah,
furry
'cause
community is a
some
very sexual place to be, and I don't think that me and someone who's not a furry would be able to do anything in that area just because it'd be too weird for both of us.
Mm, okay. Well,
I mean, I'm capable of it. Like, I'll fucking hook up. Uh,
that wouldn't be too
whenever I'm
hard.
bored, I'll just like hook up with randos on the
See,
internet. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
a more complicated
But
kind of guy.
like non-furries?
uh,
I could probably try to do some sort of
yeah,
commonplace for
sometimes.
you.
But like,
I could
mostly
try
just to
find
like, and I'm
schedule
not even
and
gonna
put it
fucking. You know what?
over some
Actually,
sort of
we should
avatar,
probably go to a private world because some of the
and
stuff
then
I'm saying might be
have a
rule
friend
breaking.
color it.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Like, do you live in a densely populated area?
No.
Okay. So like
I live in a very small. Not a lot of people live here.
okay, so how broad is the furry community? Like how many furries can you find around you?
Uh, I've when I used that app I was talking about, there were a few, not a whole lot. Like
Like how
if I
many?
had to guess in the area, if I had to guess, the closest, like within a 20-minute drive, there were maybe like 10 or 15.
Okay, it's a decent. But yo,
But that's on the app. There could be more than that.
all right, so well since there's like a limited number of furries around you, you think that means that all you guys are fucking the same people and it's just a big cesspool?
Oh, all of this entirely. Whenever I do anything like that, it's entirely over the internet.
Oh, like you don't actually meet up?
No, I haven't anyway. People do,
Oh, I was imagining
but
you guys were actually meeting up.
no, people do, but I have not done that,
Okay.
and I don't think I would either. And it's like it's really easy to get cheated on in this community, and I get it, right? It's a thing that is capable of working an open relationship like that, where you like are dating one person but you both fuck around. Like that is a thing that can happen and happens a lot.
Yeah.
Uh, because that's just like the nature of the community. But then there are people like me and a friend of mine who's going through it recently. Uh, I'm not a fan. Now, when I'm like single, like I am right now, I don't give a fuck, right? I'll
Yeah.
just fuck around. Who cares? But if I'm like dating someone, I don't want like any outside things happening, and
Mm.
that is an unpopular opinion. I don't know. I feel like too many people, and this is gonna sound kind of like bigoted in a way, but you can't be bigoted against a community like this. Who fucking cares? Uh, a lot of people make it their whole personality
Mm.
that they are a furry,
I've
and it's
noticed
like,
that.
dude, just shut the fuck up. Like, just be a human being. You can be a furry. That's fine, but like, just be a person too. That and uh, like I said before, the way that I view commitment, I am a very much an odd one out in the community.
Hmm. Bro, that was some real shit because like at the end of the day, it's like the whole furry thing is like a sexual kink. And like there's
I
people.
wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that
Oh,
it's
it's not?
always about that, right? And for some people, it's not about that at all.
Like it's not sexual at all?
For some people, because there's some people who are like asexual who are furries, and like other people who just don't like sexualize it, but like the aesthetic.
Okay. Well, at least just from what I've seen, like it seems like the majority of the community is like mostly sexual.
I wouldn't say the majority, but a healthy
Really?
amount.
Okay. Well, probably just the majority of
Because
like the
there's
community in
decent.
these types of worlds.
Well, yeah. There's like a decent amount of people who aren't fucking degenerates, but there's also like an equal amount of degenerates, I guess, to be fair.
Hmm. It's crazy, like that you're being honest and like you're even criticizing your own group because like so I've tried to have this conversation with like many other furries before, and every time like the other dude I forget his name in the last world, but like they
Zeke.
yeah they get too emotional and then they stop speaking rationally and like they just it's like they just can't like say clear stuff and like they just it's like they would never like criticize their own group like you
It's
would and be
yeah.
honest about it.
I don't understand it, but I wouldn't say that. I would say that that is a minority. I think that most people are capable of recognizing the toxicity in this community.
Okay.
At least of the people I've spoken to, it's not like a secret that there are big problems in this community. But you could say that about any community. It's like one of those things they don't make up they they are only seen that way because that's how the media wants people to see them.
Mm. All right. Hey, so in the future, like you know how just a little over a decade ago, gay people couldn't legally marry, and so like in
Yeah.
just in such a short amount of time, have come a long way in acceptance. Same thing with like transgenders and all that. We're coming a long way in a short time. So, do you think in the future, people will be more accepting of the furry community?
I think in the current day, nobody gives a fuck about furries. The most people, at worst, you've got the people who will, call them all dog fuckers or whatever, but I'd say that that's just a very vocal minority. Uh, but I think in current year, 2021 internet, I don't think anybody cares.
Okay.
Like, I don't think it matters to anybody whether you're a furry or not. And if it does, then, like, you're like an outlier and you're pretty fucking obnoxious.
Hmm.
Because, like, you're very loud about it. You're like, furries are gross.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they are. But something else about the furry community is that they are largely LGBT.
Really?
Yes, like very
Hmm.
largely. Like in the server we were just in, you would be hard pressed to find a straight person in that server.
What?
It's mostly gays.
Gay? Like just straight gay, like not
Like we're talking
bisexual?
I mean gay, when I say gay it's an umbrella term.
Okay.
Like people who are attracted to the same sex, be them females, males,
Gotcha.
whatever. But largely LGBT community.
Okay. Are you LGBT or Q yourself?
Yes,
Which one are you?
I am pansexual and non-binary.
Can you explain what those terms mean?
Uh, Pansexual is like I kind of just tell people I'm gay because I'm a lot more attracted to guys than literally anything else.
Okay.
But it sort of just means that you don't really. For me, it can mean something different to other people. Like I don't like slapping labels on it most often because like that complicates things, and it's
Okay.
just how I feel rather than just a label. But pretty much, I don't really care about your gender. That's it. End sentence. Send tweet. I
Okay,
don't.
so
It doesn't matter to me when it comes to romantic attraction.
and that includes transgenders?
Yes,
Okay. Yeah, all right. So I just
indeed.
want to give you a bit of my background. Why it's so mind-boggling to me, like me, like I grew up in the church and everything, and like real Christian
Yeah.
family, and like
Oh, I
my
did too.
my
Actually,
grandparents are from the South, and they're real traditional over
I
there.
live in the South currently.
Okay, so you know all about that.
Yes, I was raised here.
So I want to get like a bit more of your background, like how old are you?
I'm 21.
21. Okay, and then I assume that you're a white male.
Correct.
Okay, and then you said you're from the South, so gives me some background
Yes.
on like the people around you.
I don't have like the greatest relationship with my parents. I don't have a bad relationship with them, but a very disconnected one.
How so?
I don't think they don't get me, and that's not their fault. I don't think. I mean, in a way, it is because they could try, but they don't, and they never have. They don't like understand me as a person. They kind of like I have this sort of I don't know this personality that I portray for them, and it's the
Mm,
same personality that I portray for most people. And there's I hide a lot of myself there
mm,
because I don't feel like they could. I feel like they wouldn't understand me if I acted the way that I normally act.
I see. So did they know that you're like a furry?
No, hell no. I'm more uncomfortable telling them I'm a furry than I
Ooh.
was telling them that I'm gay.
Oh, how did that go?
Uh, Let me think. I was 17. I won't tell the whole story
Wait, your family's Christian,
because it was
right?
like huh?
Okay, that makes it worse.
Yes, they are, but they also never go to church.
Uh,
But they stand by Christian values and all that. That day, I'm not going to tell the whole story. It was a really rough day for me, and at the end of the day, we were all sitting in the living room, and I came out to them, and it was hilarious looking back. In the moment, it fucking sucked, right?
Yeah.
But looking back, hilarious. My dad was on the front porch with the door open, and I was in the living room. And I came out to them, and he said, "No."
Hmm?
Man said no, and I think about that shit all the time. Looking back,
No.
right? It's fucking hilarious looking back.
Hold it. He was saying
Even
no
though
in
really at the same
disbelief.
time it's not.
Like,
It's more so just the we can laugh about it now type shit.
yeah, but
But disbelief, I think it was disbelief at the same time. I don't think it was just that he didn't believe it, it was that he didn't want to, and he still doesn't.
mm,
He doesn't talk about it, but I know he doesn't.
mm,
My
uh,
mom doesn't talk about it at all.
yeah. How do you think they'd react if you like brought over your boyfriend?
That's an interesting question because I've thought about it. And if I had a boyfriend and I invited my boyfriend over to my house, already something I probably wouldn't do, admittedly. I don't think I would ever introduce my partner to my parents.
No. What if you guys ever got married?
See, that's the thing. I don't think I would ever want, if I ever found like a life partner like that, I don't think I ever want to do anything like marriage, which sounds kind of weird coming from the person who was talking about commitment earlier.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just like the showiness of, I mean, maybe sometime down the line, I'd probably change my mind about that if I really found that person. But currently, I don't think I would.
Hey,
I would
bro.
probably devote myself to that person for the rest of my life, but I don't think I would go through the actual process of getting married.
Hey, bro. Wait till you see the married tax breaks, dude. You're gonna want to sign that piece of paper.
I'm gonna say, I tried to do like an eyes emoji IRL, but you can't see that.
Uh,
Point is, yeah, you're probably right. But introducing, if I had a boyfriend, my family and my family friends all know that I'm gay. I'm open about it, whether or not they're happy about it, right?
yeah.
Uh, so I feel like if I brought, they would probably. I have a pride flag in my bedroom, so like, it's not a secret. I think I've made that very clear.
Yeah.
They would definitely be uncomfortable, but I don't know that they would do anything about it.
What could they do about it?
Exactly. Because here's the thing, right? I'd fucking love to see them try. They don't understand the hell they would catch.
What kind of hell would they catch?
They would if they tried to tell me, you can't bring your boyfriend around here because we're not comfortable with you having a boyfriend, they'd never fucking see me again.
Damn.
I'd be fucking out of here so fast. Not the first time. Like this time last year, I was living here at the time and I left and I didn't come back and I didn't speak to anyone in my family for like 4 or 5 months, and I planned on keeping it that way for a while.
Damn. It's a long time.
Yeah, I'm not. Like I said, my relationship with him isn't great, and I'm not above cutting them off.
Hmm. Hey, bro. I
So
mean,
like, if it
it
comes down to it, I'll fucking do it, and I probably won't feel too bad.
like in the same way I could see like your parents being like, "Oh, like, let's pray that, he
I'll
he
pray
stops
for him.
being
Yeah.
gay or some shit."
Yeah, exactly. God, that shit is so cringe though. Like when I'll get on Facebook, right? All my family friends are on Facebook and shit,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be scrolling through and I'll see a post that's like, "Send prayers, please." Like, what do you mean? Let me send you my fucking angelic energies. Like, what do you mean? You're not doing anything. Like, and for the record, I'm not an atheist. I'm just not. I don't really believe in anything,
You're agnostic.
and I guess so, yeah. But like the whole idea of like sending prayers, like I'm praying for you, like what do you mean? You're not doing anything. You're talking to the air before you go to bed. Like, shut up.
For real, you want to help send money.
For real. Like, you wanna fucking help me? Here's my cash app, bro.
Facts. Give me a couple
Oh my
bands.
god, for real.